Okay, I want to read the name for those who haven't turned in. Ahmad Dawisi, Awang
Okay.
Harris, Azizi Hakimi, Camelia, Dalisha, Faiz Sufian, Catherine, you mark as
Sorry, teacher.
yep. Madiha, Muhammad Haris Audan, Muhammad Hekau, Nur Aliyah, Nur Azwin, Nur Azalia, Nur Hana, Nur Inshira, Nur Ismahani, Nur Khairunisa, Nur Shamina, Nur Shazira, Queen, Shakira, and Zayan. Please turn in your work after the lesson later on. Okay, the word that I want you to turn in is the second one, this one, combined basic arithmetic operation, whereby after you have done it, I want you to capture the screen that the mark will show on top of this corner. Just capture the marks part, just like what your friend did, like this. Okay, 9/10, 9/10. I want to see the marks that you get to record as your PBD later on. Okay, so how many people we have? Okay, we have 46 right now. So we are going to start the lesson today. In the previous lesson, some of you were asking me on how to solve the questions over here. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm going to go through with you slowly, one by one, so that you understand how to solve each of the question given. Okay, for the first question here, this is fraction. -3, this one, look at this part here. -3, 4, 3/4 multiplied by -3/5 plus 2, 1/3. So we have to solve the one in bracket first by changing this mixed number into improper fraction. So, yep. Yes?
Teacher.
Yeah? Any problem? Any problem? Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So who was calling just now? What is the problem?
Yes.
No problem, right? Okay, so I just continue. You can stop me out anytime when you can't see or anything. So over here, I'm going to change to 1/3 to fill in this text box here. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So this is supposed to be 7. This is a 3. Okay, and then the next one here, you can see they ask you to fill in, this is 9, this is 35, meaning that before you do anything, you had to equate the denominator. So to equate the denominator over here, the lowest common multiple that we are going to use is 5 times 3, which is 15 for both of it. 15. Okay, for this question. And then this is 15/4 multiplied by this part here, we have to solve it, which means -9 plus 35 equal to how much? If you still can't plus or anything, just remember this is different sign. -9 plus 35 refer to the bigger number. The sign is positive, so we don't have to write anything. 35 minus 9 is 26. So you just write down 26 over here. Okay, continue the next step here. It will be negative. You follow the negative sign down here. So this becomes 2. What do you need to do over here is, you see, you need to cancel here. 15, right? 15 times 1, 15. 15 times 1, 15. So the remaining is 26/4. Copy down the 26, then this is a 4. But then it's a 2 down here. So we need to simplify it by dividing it with 2 for the numerator and denominator. So 4 divided by 2, we get a 2. 26 divided by 2 is supposed to be 13 here.
13.
Correct. Lastly, it's because this one is improper fraction, so you need to change into a mixed number. Remember, you need to get used to all the terms. Improper fraction meaning that the numerator is bigger. For example, 5/2. When the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we call it improper fraction. What about mixed number? Mixed number is the combination of a number, for example, 1/2. So it's a mix of a number with a fraction. We call it mixed number. Okay, so when you have 13 over 2, how do you get the answer is by dividing 30 with 2. 13 divided by 2. So 2 times 6,
6.
correct, is 12. The remaining is 1. Therefore, it is 6. You put it here.
6
1
1 over 2.
over 2, correct. You move it this way. Okay, so that's the answer for the first question. 6, 1, negative 6, 1 over 2. We have a negative, you just copy down from there. Okay, now we move to the second question. For the second question here, okay, question number 2, add 1 over 6 divided by negative 1, 3 over 4 minus 5, 1 over 4. So they change this to improper fraction first, add times 6, 48 plus 1, 49. Divide by what? So you need to change both of these into the same, simplify this part first. 1 times 4, 4. 4 plus 3 is 7.
7.
Yes, so this is 7 over 4.
4.
Correct. And then this is 5 times 1. 5 times
21.
Yep, correct. 5 times 4, 20. 20 plus 1, 21. Okay, so therefore we will have, oh, this part. Wait, let me see. Correct. Now the next thing is because this is division. Always remember we cannot solve division. We have to change it to multiplication. So when we change the division, this part here to multiplication. Sorry, something fall down. Okay, so that will be the reciprocal. Do you know the meaning of reciprocal? Reciprocal for example, 2 over 5 is equal to 5 over 2. Maksudnya, songsangan. Songsangan. Okay, so the reciprocal of 7 over 4 is 4 over 7. The negative sign, you copy down. Okay, therefore this one is still the same. From here, it is still 21. Okay, followed by that, so you can see this one becomes negative 14 over 3. Why is it so? You need to check on that. How it becomes negative 14 over 3 is because they simplify the 7 and the 49 here. This is the 7, this is the 49. So 7 times 1, 7. 7 times 7, 49. Okay, and then for this part, it becomes 7 times 4, 28. 6 times 1, 6. Meaning that they simplified it by dividing it with 2. So we get 6 divided by 2 equal to 3, 28 divided by 2 equal to 14. Okay, and then this part here, we have to solve it by simplify the one at the back. Okay, I rub this off first. Okay, this is still the same. Now we need to simplify this at the back here. This one, because we simplify this, becomes 28 over 6 just now, and then it becomes negative 14 over 3. So meaning that you don't have to do anything, you just copy down the same fraction down here, which is 21 over 4. Okay, both the numerator and the denominator. Then, how are we going to minus these two? Negative 14 over 3 minus 21 over 4. First thing, again, you have to equate the denominator. So the lowest common multiple for the denominator over here is 12. 3 times 4, 12. 3 times 4, 12, so 14 times 4. We will have 56. This one you times 3, right? 21 times 3, you get 63. After that, negative 56 minus 63. Okay, if you don't know how to calculate it, you just go to your calculator lah. Everybody bought your calculator already?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's okay. When you get back to school later on, you just buy one for practice, or else you can use the basic calculator, the normal one. Okay, so negative 56 minus 63. This part, negative 56 minus 63, you get negative 119 as shown over here. Okay, again, this one, we called it improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So you need to divide it. 119 divided by 12. Okay, so to divide by 12, I'm going to use number 9. 9 times 2, 18. 9 times 1, 9 plus 1 is 108. Okay, so the remaining that we have over here, 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 minus 0, 1. So it will be 9, 11 over 12. You go this way. Negative, you just copy down. It's 9, 11 over 12. Okay, do you have any question? Any questions so far?
No.
No? So I continue the question here. Hopefully you understand. I'm going to send you the video. If you don't understand, later on you repeat by watching the video. Try to understand better.
All right. Noted.
Okay.
So we look at question number 3 now here. Negative 6 2 over 3, or we can call it negative 6 2/3 plus negative 3 over 8 times 3 5 over 9. Okay, so we have bracket and we have multiplication sign over here. Which one are we going to solve first? Of course, we are going to solve the multiplication part, this operation. But then they give you text box here, so you have to solve it. To solve the text box over here, you always remember the mixed number must change to the improper fraction. Okay, always change to improper fraction to solve your problem. Only that you can do the calculation easier. So 6 times 3, 18, plus 2 is 20. So it is negative 20 over 3. Okay, this part remain the same. And then multiply by what? Again, this one also changed to improper fraction. 9, 3, 27. 27 plus 5, 32 over 9. Okay, followed by this, negative 20 over 3. So this remain the same. Okay, that's why I said we need to solve the multiplication first. So to solve the multiplication, you can simplify here the numerator 313, 339. And then 8 times 1, 8. 8 times 4, 32. So lastly, 4 times 1, 4. 3 times 1, 3. Okay, simple, right? And then this part here, you see both the denominator is the same already, 3, 3. You just need to copy down the 3. Negative 20 minus 4 is
Negative 6.
4, not negative 6. You got to practice this because this is same sign. Same sign, copy the sign, and then you plus the number. Always remember the note that I gave to you in the previous 2 lessons, I think. So 20 plus 4, 24. Unless you have different sign like this. Okay. Define, you refer to the bigger number, copy the sign of the bigger number. This one, right? Then, if different sign, you minus 20 minus 4, 16. Okay? Or it can be this way, positive 20 minus 4. Same thing, this is a positive, they don't write down. So this one is a normal calculation that we always do. 20 minus 4, 16. That's a different, you got to see carefully. When it comes to same sign, copy the sign. When it comes to different sign, you got to refer to the bigger number and copy the sign. Okay, so for this part over here, we have improper fraction again. Our last answer must be in the simplest form. So you need to simplify it by divide it with 3. Negative, copy down. 24 divided by 3, 3, 8, 24. Yes, so that's the answer. Okay, bear in mind, your multiplication table must be good. So before you come back to school again, reminder for you all, please memorize your times table from 2 to 12. Memorize everything. It is a must. Okay, so do you have any question regarding this exercise here, class?
No.
No, so we
No, not at all.
Okay, good. So today we are continue with the decimals. Okay, let me show it to you. Right, this is the one. If you have your book with you right now, you can turn to page 19. Okay, positive and negative decimal. Previously, you were learning about positive and negative fractions. So today, we learn decimals. If you know how to do fraction, there won't be any problem for you to do decimals. Okay, first thing, we are going to go through the number line again as usual. If you look at the number line here, so start from 0, okay? They are showing 0.3 here, okay? 0.3 means 0.3 more than 0. Okay, if you are pointing at 0.5, then you can look at this line. 0.5 means 0.5 more than 0. Okay, and to the left, if you can see to the left here, 0.3 also, they are showing negative 0.3. Negative 0.3 means 0.3 less than 0. Same if they are pointing over here. It means negative 0.5 less, sorry, negative 0.5 means 0.5 less than 0. So if I say 3 more than 0 is on the right or on the left? Let me see, somebody, whether you can answer me or not.
On the right.
Yes, very
Right.
good. It is on the right, correct. If I say,
Right.
if I say 2 less than 0, left or right?
Right.
Left. Left.
Left.
It will be left because
Left.
listen carefully. I said 2 less than 0. This is 0. If I say 2 less than 0, meaning it is negative 2. If I say 2 more than 0, then it will be a positive 2. Okay, understand, huh? So we go through the example now. Okay, this is the example. Example 12. Represent the following decimals on a number line. Okay, when you are asked to represent the decimals on a number line, you see this is the solution. It's quite confusing and I'm sure you don't know how to draw that yet. What you can do is look for the smallest and the biggest number among these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimals number. Okay, let's see whether you can determine it or not. So we have 49 students right now. Sharifa, Siti, no, I don't know what. Sharifa, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Sharifa, come, let me test you. Can you identify the smallest decimal number for me?
Negative 0.3.
There's no negative 0.3. Can you see clearly? Which one is the smallest decimal?
Negative 0.5.
This one. Okay, thank you. Actually, the smallest decimal number is negative 0.3. Yes, negative 1.3. You got to remember this, huh? When it comes to decimal number, on the left here, you can see. Without looking at the sign first, the negative sign. Actually, the number that is to the left is the smallest one. Then you can see 0.5 is actually bigger than 0.4. 0.4 bigger than 0.3. But then when it goes to the left, the number is actually smaller. So negative 0.5 is smaller than negative 0.4. This one is smaller than this. So the bigger the number, if I say negative 10, for sure it is the smallest among all the number here because 10 is bigger than all the number here. If I say negative 0.05, then it will be placed somewhere here, 0.05, which means 0.05 here is actually bigger than all these negative decimals. You understand?
Yes.
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 So we are looking for the negative decimal number. Actually, we look for the bigger number to identify it as the smallest one. So you can see the one that is to the left of the number line negative 1.3 is the smallest one. Okay, after that, now we haven't solved our number line yet. So I want you to identify if this is the smallest one, what is the decimal number that is the greatest or the biggest? Queen Alician, are you here? Queen. Queen, are you here? Queen. Not here. Who shall I call? Okay, Yusuf Zamel. Are you there? Yusuf? Yusuf, are you there? No. Zion, are you there? Zion?
Yes, I am, teacher.
Okay. Zion, please identify for me which one is the biggest decimal number.
It is 0.7.
Yes, very good. This is the biggest one. This is the smallest one. Thank you. So now we are going to find the difference in between these two. To find the difference, you always have to remember we are going to use the bigger number minus the smallest one. Okay. So the bigger number here, 0.7 and negative 1.3. 0.7 is bigger. So we are going to minus the smaller number, negative 1.3. 1.3. You got to bear in mind, when it comes to minus a negative number, you have two signs over here. We cannot have something like this. You got to put it into brackets. Okay, that's why I wrote it that way to show it to you. It is negative 0.7 minus negative 1.3. So negative times negative. You have learned it in the previous lesson. Negative times negative is positive. 1.3. Yeah, so 0.7 plus 1.3 is equal to 2.0. Meaning that in your number line later on, there will have 20 parts. Okay, so I'm going to you how to draw that. You can look at here on the right. So use your ruler, draw a straight line. And then you are going to mark 20 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, somewhere here. I extend the line when it is not enough. Okay, and then draw the arrow on both of the sides. Now, because the higher and the smallest one is the difference of 20 parts, right? So I'm going to write negative 1.3 in the last part. And then 0.7 in the last part here. Okay, so we are going to fill in one by one. Where is negative 0.5? If this is 1.3, okay, this will be negative 1.2, negative 1.1, negative 1.0, negative 0.9, negative 0.8, negative 0.7, negative 0.6, negative 0.5, this part. So write down negative 0.5. Followed by, we have negative 0.8. Okay, we have to go backward. This is 0.5, negative 0.6, negative 0.7, negative 0.8 is here. Negative 0.8. This one. Okay, then we have not done yet because we have 0.2. So where is 0.2? Okay, if this is negative 0.5, this is negative 0.4, negative 0.3, negative 0.2, negative 0.1, 0. Okay, so 0, we indicate it so that it's easier for you to see. After 0 to the right, 0.1, 0.2. So we got it already, it's here. 0.2. Okay, how many number do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, is it all complete? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, all complete. So that is how you draw your number line. Okay, again, I repeat, to draw your number line, you can draw the one like the textbook. You can draw the one like the textbook, like this. I'm sorry. Still not very good in controlling the size yet. Okay, you can draw the one in the textbook like this. Okay. How do they draw this? They start from 0, and then the difference of 1, the difference of -1, and -2. After that, they fill in all of the number here by dividing each of these with 10 parts. You also can do like this. Or else, if you don't want to do like this, maybe you feel that it's difficult, then look for the smallest number and the biggest number like me just now, and find the difference. When you find the difference, you know that how many parts you need to draw, like just now. So just now we have 20 parts. Then you just need to draw by dividing it uniformly. Make sure the measurement is all the same. If it is 0.5, everything must be 0.5. You draw your number line, then you plot it one by one. Okay? Can we continue?
Yes.
Can we continue?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Do you have any question?
Yes.
No.
No
question.
Good. Then we
No.
continue.
No.
Next thing, we are going to compare and arrange. Just like last lesson, you were asked to compare and arrange fraction. Now you are going to compare and arrange positive and negative decimal. It's easy as long as you can identify it. You don't have to show the number line anymore. Just by referring to the number. Okay, you see the number. You just need to know which one is the smallest decimals. Okay, -1.6, 0.5, 0.3, 1.4, -0.7. Okay, let me find out who. I want to catch somebody here. Just now, Yusuf Zamil didn't answer me. Yusuf, are you there? Yusuf?
Yes,
Yusuf?
madam.
Okay, good. Yusuf, I go back to my screen here. Can you identify for me out of these five decimal number, which one is the smaller decimals?
-1.6.
Yes, very good. -1.6 is the smallest one. Thank you, Yusuf. Okay, now we need to identify the biggest or the greatest decimals number. Let's find somebody else. Nurul Aina Nazira. Are you there? Nurul Aina Nazira. Nurul Aina Nazira. Gone. Suddenly. In that case, I change to Nurul Aina Liana. Are you there? Nurul Aina Liana. Are you there? No, nobody home. Okay, change. No, Kaisara, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, no, Kaisara, can you help me to find which one is the biggest decimals?
Positive 0.5.
Yes, very good. The biggest one is positive 0.5, this one. Thank you. So now we will try to arrange from the given decimals number. Okay, what do they want as the order? They want it as, let me see, sorry, Okay, they want it in descending order. Descending order means from the biggest number to the smallest number. So the biggest number is 0.5. Let me see. Some of you didn't off your mic, right? Can you off your mic, everybody? Or else I can hear the equal sound of my voice. Oh, thank you very much. So I'll go back to this. So we need to arrange it from the biggest to the smallest one. So the biggest, we already have it, which is 0.5. I take it. Then we go back to the list that is given. Okay, 0.5 done. Out of that, sorry, it's not 0.5. 0.5 is not the biggest one. The biggest one is 1.4. Okay, so we have to restart again, start over. 1.4 is the biggest one. Okay, go back. So Descending order, start from the biggest number. I write it down here. 1.4 is the biggest one. Done. Followed by 0.5, the second biggest one. Okay, after that, you know negative 1.6 is the smallest one, right? So I put it at the back. Negative 1.6 is the smallest one. Then you refer to these two. Which one comes after 0.5? Of course, it is negative 0.3 because it is nearer in the number line. Okay, as you can see over here in the number line given in your textbook, the one that is nearest to 0.5, okay, the smaller one is negative 0.3. That's why I write down 0.3. Okay, so if this is done, we only left the last one, negative 0.7. That is how you arrange it in order. 1.4, 0.5, negative 0.3, negative 0.7, negative 1.6. So you also can see the arrangement here because descending order. You can see on the number line, descending order from the right to the left. 1.4, 0.5, negative 0.3, negative 0.7, negative 1.6. Okay, class? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, good. We are
Okay.
for a while for your tutorial so that you won't have so much homework to do. So for your tutorial, later on, you go back to your GC. I've already posted it in your GC. You can look at your classwork. So you see this one, right? Positive and negative.
Yes.
You press on it. Okay, I gave you 2 worksheets over there. Right now, I'll give you some times, maybe about 20 minutes. You fill up the worksheets over here. Okay, and as a practice, you fill up everything here. I give you about 20 minutes time. And then I come back to you around 10:30. Okay, not class? It's up to you.
Okay.
Okay. Ask me question.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you hear me? I'll keep this on. If you have any question, you can ask me. For those who have less data at home, you can screen off first. After that, you use the same meeting room again. You enter at 10:30 later on. I'll start right sharp at 10:30. Okay, so you may leave right now if you want and go to your Google class. Okay, class, it's 10:30 now. So did you manage to finish this exercise?
Yes.
Do you have any
Yes.
problem?
No.
No problem, huh?
No.
Okay, great. So that one, you don't have to hand in, you don't have to capture the screen and turn it into me. The one that I want you to turn in is the letter 1 letter. Okay, so now we are going to learn on how to perform computations. So we are going to calculate the decimals. Okay, not everybody here yet. We only have 36 students. Okay, 37. Can I wait until 40 at least? 38, 39. One more. One more. See who is the savior. Still 39. Okay, never mind. We just continue lah. So next, we are going to learn the computations involving combined basic operations. Okay, the computation is the same thing as what you have learned in calculating the fractions. So this is what you need to remember. Follow the order of the operation. First, bracket. Second, multiply or divide. Okay, multiplication or division. And the last one, addition or subtraction. You follow the rules. This is the one that you have to start from. Start from bracket, followed by this and this. Okay, now we look at the example here. Evaluate each of the following. So I'm going to explain the one that is given in the book for you first because I actually have another way of solving it. So it's up to you to choose later on. Okay, the one that I'm going to discuss is A, this one. Evaluate each of the following. So 3.5 minus negative 6.5 times 0.2. We have a bracket here, we have a multiplication here. The one that is shown in the textbook is like this, whereby they are going to use 3.5 minus negative 6.5 times 0.2. So they are doing it this way. They are going to solve this first. Negative 6.5 times 0.2. So you are going to calculate it in your normal way. 2 times 5, 10. 2 times 6, 12. Plus 1, 13. 1 decimal place, 2 decimal place. So you move 1, 2. Therefore, it is equal to 1.3. But then because we have a negative here, negative times positive is negative. So we have to put a negative sign here. Okay, so 3.5 minus negative 1.3. Then negative times negative is positive. Therefore, it will be 3.5 plus 1.3 and you get 4.8. Okay, I have another method of solution here. Okay, just now they solve it this way. But if you follow the rule, bracket comes first, right? And we have a bracket here, which is negative 6.5. This one is a bracket. So we can solve it this way, whereby it is equal to 3.5. Negative times negative is positive. So plus 6.5 times 2. So the next operation, addition and multiplication, we are going to do the multiplication come first. So 3.5 you copy. 6.5 times 2 is actually equal to 13. 6.5 times 2 is 13. So it's a plus. Wait, 6.5. Yeah, 13. Somewhere something is wrong. Wait. I copied the wrong thing. It's not times 2. It's times 0.2. Okay, so 6.5 times 0.2 is 1.3. Therefore, 5 plus 3 add 1 plus 3, 4. So you will get the same answer as the one in the textbook. Okay, which is also 4.8. Therefore, when it comes to multiplication and also bracket, it's actually up to you which one you want to perform first, because you will get the same answer. So you can see you have bracket, you can perform this one first, you also can perform this one first. It's up to you. Okay, so we continue with question B. Okay, this is question B. 7.23 plus 2.77 divided by negative 0.8. So this one stated very clear that you have to solve the one in the bracket. Okay, so the calculation, you are going to do it on another piece of paper. You don't show it here, but I just let you see that you can get the answer from your calculation. Try as much not to use calculator. Okay, at your stage, you try to do it on your own first. 7 plus 3, 10. 7 plus 3, another 10. So 7 plus 3, so it's equal to 10.0. So here you follow. This is what I want you to do. You write down the equal signs, align properly from the front. Okay, equal, equal, equal like this. Don't put the equal at the back and then some equal continuously at the back. No, I want you to align properly so that your work look very systematic and you will like maths very much. So equal to 10.0. This one to represent this part. Divide, you copy down, negative 0.8. Okay, so 10.0, we cannot divide by a negative 0.8 number. We have to change it to a whole number. So what you need to do is you move 1 decimal points to the back. So this one, like this. Therefore, it becomes 100 divided by negative 8. Okay, the first part, the positive and negative sign, you can solve it first. Positive divide by negative is equal to positive. So we don't, positive divide by negative is negative. And then again, the calculation for this, you show it on other piece of paper. Divide by 8. Okay, so 8 times 1, 8. Remaining 20. 8 times 2, 16. Remaining 4. So you add another 0 to finish it. 8 times, okay, once you add 0, there will be decimal. 8 times 5,
5.
40. Okay, then it's done. So the answer is negative 12.5. Okay. Any question for this one?
No.
No.
No. So we continue with the
No.
third
No.
one. Okay, good. Negative 3.7 plus 4.25 plus 2.85 times 0.3. So solve the one in the bracket first. Therefore, the rest you copy down. Negative 3.7 plus. So 4.25 plus 2.85. If you can calculate very fast in your mind, actually you can get the answer already. Okay, so I show it to you. Plus 2.85. 5 times 5, 10. This is 11. This is 7. So it is 7.1 times 0.3. Okay, so this one we don't want anymore. This is what the calculation won't be given mark. The important part is you show this. That is where the marks will be given. Okay, so now we have positive. We have multiplication. For sure, we are going to solve the multiplication come first, right? So 7.1 times 0.3. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 7, 21. The decimal point here, we have 1 decimal place, 2 decimal place. So 1, 2 from the back, the decimal point is here. Which means this is negative 3.7 plus 2.13. Okay, so 2.13, I write down properly. This is 2.13. You plus a negative 3.7. So when it comes to different sign, one negative, one positive, you refer to the bigger number.
Negative.
The bigger number is 3.7, right? You copy the negative sign. And then when it comes to different sign, you have to minus, which means 3.7 minus 2.13. So you borrow from here becomes 6. 10 minus 3, 7. 6 minus 1, 5. 3 minus 2, 1. So the answer is negative 1.5.
1.57.
Yep. Okay. You all understand?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now we continue with the last part,
Yes.
the problem solving. Let's look at the problem solving. It's not here, it's up here. Okay, this one. How do you solve problem? Page 21. The price of the stock of a company. Stock adalah apa? Saham was 2.05 at a certain time. So you can write down first 2.05 like this. The price hike, maksudnya dia naik by 0.32. So I'm going to plus 0.32. Then subsequently, seterusnya dropped, turun 0.28 every hour for the next 3 hours. So this part meaning that you are going to minus 0.28. Okay, 0.28 is 1 hour, but then for 3 hours, so we have to multiply by 3. Okay, so this basically is the way of showing the working. Okay, this working will be given 1 mark if you know how to show. So from here, we have addition, we have subtraction, we have multiplication, we have bracket. So easy, bracket come first. Okay, the rest you copy down. This will be 2.05 plus 0.32 minus, okay, 0.28 times 3. 3 at 24. 3 to 6 plus 2 at, so it is 0.84. Next, 2.05 plus 0.32 is 2.37 minus 0.84. Okay, so same thing, you are going to do the calculation. Until the end of this part, actually, you also can press calculator. So let me show it to you. 2.37 minus 0.84. We will get in fraction, right? To change it, you press the SD, this button, meaning that you change from fraction to decimal. You can see this one. So press this, you will get 1.53. Okay, so they ask you to calculate the final price of the stock. Lastly, you just re-answer the question. The final price of the stock. So price is RM, right? You write down the unit in RM. Sorry, the final price of the stock is RM 1.53. Okay. Any question, class?
Okay. No.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I finished this part already with you. So just now we don't have to send in the one that you have practices, but then the second one, this one, later on I want you to do this as the exercise. Not much to do over here. After that, I want you to capture the screen for this exercise only. Okay, capture the mark, and then turn in your GC. Okay.
Okay.
And also,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
there's the exercise in here. And I want you to take the attendance for today. This part, hopefully most of you have done it. Okay, 39 have done it. The 20% over here haven't taken your attendance yet. If you are here today, please take your attendance. Okay, so that's all for today, class. Make sure, remember, go back, you do the live worksheet and take your attendance. Okay, that's all for today. Do you have any questions so far?
No. Thank you.
No questions. All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
See you next
All
Monday.
right.
Thank you, madam.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Bye.
madam.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.